There's a lot that can get in the way of us following Jesus and putting our faith in him. One of the things are social pressures of life. Jesus says in Matthew 10:32, "Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven." If you are embarrassed to let people know about your relationship with Jesus, it makes you wonder if your relationship is real or not. If you actually deny him before men, you say, "No, I don't know Jesus." Well, you're right. You don't know him. He says that a man's own family can get in the way of following Jesus. He says in verse 37, "He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me." So the social pressures of life can get in the way of you being a follower of Jesus. Your own family can be in the way of you being a follower of Jesus. We led a young man to faith in Christ in Pakistan, and his family disowned him, and he had to make a choice. I'm either going to be in good graces with my family, or I'm going to be a believer in Jesus. And they told him, they said, "You follow Jesus and you are out." And so he had to decide. And he chose to follow Jesus. He says in verse 38, "He that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me." The cross is an instrument of death, an instrument of execution. So in other words, Jesus says, if you want to follow him, you have to die to yourself. You have to die to those social things that you used to be interested in. And you even might have to go at odds with your family. Your children, or your parents, they may be saying, "This is dumb. Why do you want to follow Jesus? Why do you want to be a Jesus freak? Why do you want to be a Christian?" And you've got to die to all those things. I mean, you've got to take up that cross and you've got to die to yourself. You've got to come to the place where you say, "I want what Jesus wants. I want what his word says, and not what this world says, not what my flesh says." And so I'm going to have to die to myself and choose to walk the path of Jesus. He says in verse 39, "He that findeth his life shall lose it." Now what he means is to find your life here in this world. To find your life, to say that this world it has what I need. It has what fulfills me. I don't know about you, but when I look around this world, I say, there's nothing in this world that fulfills me. When I look around this world and I see all of the money and the lands and the power and the prestige and all these things, and I say, those things, and don't get me wrong, they're sparkly and they're pretty, but they don't fulfill me. Jesus fulfills me, and I've found my life in him. And so he says, "He that loseth his life for my sake shall find it." If you're going to follow Jesus, you got to lose your life in this world. And many times followers of Jesus do. I got to be honest, in America, it doesn't cost a whole lot most of the time to follow Jesus. For some people it does. But many of our brothers and sisters in this world, it costs them dearly to follow Jesus. But no matter who we are or where we are, there's always going to be a choice. Remember Lot's wife. She looked back to the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah and turned to a pillar of salt. He said, "Don't look back. Put your eyes on what I'm leading you to." And you and I, we need to put our eyes on Jesus. We need to find our life in him. "For me to live is Christ," Paul said, "and to die is gain." Because when I die, I get to go to be with him. My life is not going to be fulfilled in this world. I'm not going to find the things that are going to truly fulfill me in this world. I'm only going to find the things that truly fulfill me in Christ. And when I understand that, it's easy to trade this world for the next one, because the next one's going to be better. New heavens, a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. To walk with Jesus and set my heart and my affections on things above, where he is seated at the right hand of the Father, and not on the things of this earth. If you look at the things of this earth and you say, "This is it, this is home, this is what I want," you are probably not going to be setting your affections on Jesus, keeping your eyes on him and running the race that's set before you. But if you'll fix your eyes and your heart on Jesus and run hard after him, the things of this earth, well, they'll just kind of melt away. God bless you. Have a great day.